How's it going, ladies and gentlemen? And I'm just gonna be talking about manga, and I've been a little bit skeptical about reading manga because I prefer watching the anime because I'm more of an anime person myself. So I decided to even hesitate to even read because why read if you can just wait until the anime comes out and then boom, a bam, there you go. I already watched it, but I actually was planning to read at some point because of JoJo's, and JoJo's is my favorite anime, my second favorite anime to be precise of all time, and I can't handle the pressure of just waiting for part 6 to be animated. So I'm like, you know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna just read it, and see like what's it all about. And surprise to my knowledge, I finished it. What is this? Today's Monday, so I finished it yesterday on Sunday night. I remembered I stayed up until fucking what was it, like at least 11 something at night because like I was really close to finishing it. So I'm like, fuck it, let me just read it and just fucking get through it. And for reading it, I really loved it, man. I just love fucking JoJo so much, bro. Love the concept, love the fucking the Joestar bloodline and everything throughout all the events. And yeah, I did enjoy reading it like a lot. I feel that I read any manga I want from any anime throughout my passing time. And you know what? I feel kind of comfortable with it because I usually just need to go home and watch the anime, and then the anime might not work. So, reading from the original source that's been created and everything, I kind of get to see like what like the manga artist actually written and everything, and how it's different to compared to the anime to looking really better or worse than the anime itself. But yeah, always to the original source of the material is really nice, and I love the color palettes and everything. When I read part 6, I really did enjoy everything in part 6. I was kind of confused at the end, but I was a little bit upset. But hey, the story of this universe needed to end somehow. And yes, universe, because there was another one. But yeah, it took me quite a bit. Sometimes I barely read, but yeah, I decided to, I read like the most chapters I read was at least like over 20 chapters, because I think the chapters in JoJo's, some are like really short, like 16 pages, and I can just read really, really fast, especially if it doesn't have like too many words in like in one page and everything. So it was whatever on that. And for JoJo's, I'm gonna be talking about it, spoiling about part 6. And yeah, if you don't like that, click off the video. If not, continue hearing me talk about it. So first off, I can't wait for this shit to get animated, because I will love to see how the voice actors would voice these characters. That was like my one thing when I kept reading. Like, I wonder the voice actors of these characters and who are they gonna play? Because I already know for one thing, Dio, the original voice actor for Dio and Jotaro, those two are gonna come back, so those are not a surprise. But for reading mostly of Jolene's talking and everything, I think I seen like the video game of like I Have Heaven, and it had like Jolene talking. So whenever I keep thinking about Jolene, I think like I read the part when she keeps saying like yada yada, like fucking, like, bro, I get the fucking I get fucking goosebumps, bro, because it's just like fucking Jotaro says that, and now she says it, bro. The fucking bloodline is fucking connected well. And I like to say first Anastasia. I think that's how you say it. That's how you say his name. I had no idea what the fuck that guy has going on, thinking that he'll marry Jolene because it was just love at first sight, and her determination of getting her Jotaro's memories back. It's just went his heart all over, and it's just like, bro, you gotta be shitting me, man. You're gonna fall for a girl that quickly. It's fucking like when I was almost done. I think I was in Maiden Heaven. I think it was like part 7 or 8, and fucking This dude had the balls to ask Jotaro in front of the whole situation where Poochie already attained heaven, the fucking stand. The motherfucker looks fucking creepy. And fucking this dude, like, in the situation where he fucking accelerated time and everything so fast. But this dude was like, yeah, hey, man, can I, like, marry your daughter? Can I have your blessing to marry her? It's just like, bro, why the fuck would you, and why the fuck would you even talk about that in a damn situation like this? Honestly, think about how I think like how it's gonna get animated. It's gonna get animated really done, really well done, and everything. And all I gotta say is I really miss Weather Report and fucking Foo Fighters, bro. I thought they were amazing characters, being well done in the manga and everything. And again, I can't wait for the animation to come out. But I specifically love Foo Fighters more than Hermes and fucking Weather Report, mainly because like how she just decided, or the plankton is not really a gender, but like how they just decided, the Foo Fighters, to protect Jolene of all costs. And I think because like she set her mind straight or something like that. I can't really remember, but it was something that Jolene like said or did for her, that she just, yeah, thought, think for herself, instead of protecting the disc that Poochie collected over the course of like the Green Dolphin prison, a course of like 10, maybe 15 years, something like that. Like Foo Fighters finally decides, hey, I'm gonna protect this girl and everything, and she goes through so much just to protect Jolene, and I just fucking adore her as her character. And I love at the beginning that she gets used to the chick that she takes for the body of her own, that she has to get the hang of it and everything. And there was this one instance where they needed to hide the disc somewhere to go back to the prison, and fucking she just fucking extended her boobs, and bro, that had me laughing. I'm like, bro, I would guys would wish they had the ability like that, so they can increase their dick size, man. I would bro, that would be so funny if Foo Fighters was an actual dude. But hey, I love what they did with the environment and everything. Like, I think like 3/4 of the whole thing is basically all of Jolene and being in prison and everything. And the 1/4 of the manga, it finally like happens when everybody escapes from prison and goes outside. And it's just like, bro, I talked to my friend about it, and he recommended me to read it and everything, but I really wanted to know if they escaped or not, but I decided not to let my curiosity get to me, and I really did spoil myself of how Jotaro dies, but it really doesn't matter because everybody dies. And when I first heard about it or read about it, I think it was a couple of months ago in a YouTube video, I'm like, nah. And then when I looked into it, I just finally died. I'm like, fucking bro, how are you gonna do my dude like that with his fucking overpowered stand, and just fucking killed my homie like that? But it doesn't matter because everybody dies and the universe restarted it and everything. And for Poochie, for his goal to attain heaven and everything, and I love and I love how his first interactions with Dio, but the art style for Dio looks a little bit different. I don't know if they're gonna redo his look in the animation, or make him look different in the animation because of the manga. But I just hope that they just stick to how he is originally for part 1 and part 3, and not make him look completely different in part 6, because it's just like, bro, I know that Araki just made Dio look a little bit off and everything, and it's just like, man, like, I want to keep my man the same. I don't want it to look any different, maybe. But like Jotaro, that's an exception because he's getting older, so of course that my man's is gonna look different and everything. And second of all, man, why they gotta do my bro why does Jotaro does not use Star Platinum enough, man? Fucking the time nerf and everything, it's just like fucking back and forth. Jotaro can freeze time like at his prime. This dude can freeze time for 5 fucking seconds. My dude never goes beyond that. Fucking Dio fucking almost went for like, he went for maybe like 10 whole seconds, or I think it was 9 seconds. But But if he would have kept going, he could have like lasted for hours and probably days. But fucking like motherfucker, why don't Jotaro do that, man? Why don't he fucking like train with his fucking with his Star Platinum? And I do understand, like, probably because like he doesn't use it as much, and I'm pretty sure it like if he doesn't use Star Platinum a lot of the time, then I think like the time for him to hold time for him to freeze like decays a little bit short and not longer. But I think like when they recovered Jotaro's memories after Pucci stole him, because the ingredients that he needs to fucking obtain heaven, it was like fucking 38 people who committed sin to die, and for fucking Pucci to fucking be at a precise location, and for something that's abnormal, the fucking green child that had the Joestar birthmark on the fucking left of his shoulder and everything, to fuse one with his white snake and everything. And his white snake, I gotta admit, it was a pretty impressive stand. But I just, he got like at least two more. He had two more major power ups. So he has his first one where it was just with him and the fucking child and everything fused as one, that he could just manipulate gravity to his own, well, reverse gravity into his own will and everything. So I thought like, oh shit, how are they gonna go against that? He then, he doesn't. He just fucking ascends to the eye of heaven. And again, the motherfucker looks creepy. The like half of the body is just a dude, and his face is like a time clock or something. The fucking bottom is a fucking horse, dude. Like, what the fuck is that, man? I was fucking disturbed. I'm like, bro, how are they gonna do this, dude, in the fucking anime? Like, I feel kind of creeped out. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I feel a bit creeped out when I look at the stand. Like, the stand catches more of my attention than the whole fucking situation. And watching the anime is gonna feel so fucking weird that they're gonna make this stand motherfucking creepy, man. But none at all, Jolene goes through so many stand users and everything in the prison and everything. So I thought like the whole thing was just going to be like probably part 3 or part 4 or part 5 when you go through many stand users to get to the number 1 big boss. So it's just like that, but a whole lot of different. But it's just like there were so many chances that fucking what's his face, that they could possibly kill Pucci. I feel like if Jolene first saw him and first strike him down and everything, and for him to realize Snake, I feel like Jolene would have fucking killed his ass in the beginning. But plot goes wherever it goes, and I got really confused at the end, because at the end everybody dies, and I thought, okay, Jolene is gonna kill Pucci. But no, not really, because I don't know how to pronounce this kid's name. It's the small kid who's in the prison, named Embario, something like that. Fucking, he uses weather reports, stand abilities, weather report to fucking kill him, and the whole universe. Technically, the whole universe didn't reset. It just, or I don't know too much about this, because like time is how it is like shown to me. I got a little bit confused. So basically, the universe was, the main universe, the main JoJo universe, and everything was speed up increasingly. So basically, every minute is 2 hours and everything, and then and then like it goes on before that. So like, I don't know, a minute passes by and then 2 hours just flies by really quick. Time really accelerated really, really fast and everything. And there was some point where the universe was finished. It finished its whole cycle, and another one opened up, and it went through the whole situation again when Imperial goes through the door where Jotaro visits Jolene, and it I don't know, man. It's just, it got me a little bit complicated. It got me complicated, man, because fucking Imperio just fucking used weather reports, uncontrollable stand to kill Pucci, and then he fucking dips to the other universe that Jolene, like, everybody's alive, but I don't think they have stands anymore. They have no idea. So basically, it's like a rebooted, like, okay, it's like a JoJo, it's a main, okay. So like the second universe is basically the same thing with all the characters and such, but none of them have stands and they're not friends and everything. But it doesn't matter because Jolene never had a stand in the first place. Like she never inherited the Joestar bloodline of the stand ability and everything. So I thought like, okay, she doesn't have a stand, then how is that gonna affect the story and everything? But basically, it was explained when Jotaro like had like the arrow, the Requiem arrow that when she cut herself with, it just activated her stand and everything. So like, okay, like that kind of explains everything. And then for everybody else, like I think just Hermes with her ability, just those two getting affected by the stone, by the arrow, the cut of the arrow to give her ability. And I gotta say, Stone Free is actually a nice and cool ass stand with fucking rockin' shades, dude. Fucking, I feel like the way she utilizes fucking Stone Free is fucking genius every time, bro. Like, you cannot tell me the way when she uses Stone Free, like, she's just so clever and thinking on her feet and everything. It's just like, wow, man. Like, I like, she's just really smart, man. It's fucking yada yada does it, man. I can't wait for part 6 to get really animated, and hopefully like when they rebooted the timeline, the storyline, or whatever the such is, it'll be explained more clearly, because I'm confused a little bit that Imperio remembers everything. He is the only surviving character that remembers what happened throughout the entirety of part 6. So I think continuing off is just Jolene and the anesthesia and Hermes, and I feel like it's just the little bit of the rebooted universe of the main JoJo story of the bloodline and everything. It's just like without stands or something like that. Probably someone has a video explaining about the whole ending, like with part 6 and everything, and how how part 6 and or part 7 and 8 now contributes to like a whole new rebooted universe or something like that, with Johnny Joestar and then Josuke Higashigawa, or commonly known as Gappy. But yeah, I enjoy part 6 nonetheless. I just got a little bit confused about the ending. And again, I really do hope it gets animated. And for the voice actors, they gotta kill it, man. Because I feel like I really want to hear how Poochie sounds, and then the rest of the characters. I feel like Poochie needs to sound really intimidating. Like, yes, he is basically like a fucking like a second version of Dio or something like that. Like, I feel like that's what he's being really sort of compared to and such. But yeah, I feel like yeah. So yeah, I thought Poochie was a great antagonist, and with his background and everything, it's just like, whoa, dude. It's just like with his background and what he did to Weather Report, it's really messed up, man. But his determination of attaining heaven and for him to be a priest at the same time, it's kind of like, man, like he's kind of like a priest that has his own different morals of like God and what it is for like heaven and such. But yeah, I think that's enough I'm gonna say, because I already extended this fucking video long enough. So yeah, that's just me reading with JoJo Part 6. I really did enjoy reading the manga, and hopefully Part 6 gets animated really beautifully and done. So yeah, I really enjoy reading it, and I'm probably gonna read more JoJo's, and then possibly just read other mangas like with Black Clover or My Hero Academia or Fairy Tail the 100 Years Quest or something more like that. But yeah, let me know your guys' thoughts and opinions about part 6, or about your first time reading the manga, just all that stuff. And yeah, my name is Santa Ghost, and I will see you all in the next one. Later.